as we pay tributes to her this morning, the fact that she fought back the way that she did. She fought those men in the bus, which is why they attacked her the way that they did, but she fought for her life. She fought every step of the way. She said to her mother that she wanted to live. She even asked her mother whether the accused had been arrested. This was a girl who was fighting till her last breath to live.
That is absolutely correct. And what we need to do is to say, I will not cry, I will not despair, I will remember. The greatest betrayal to the girl is if we forget. The greatest hope of the political class is that we will forget. Instead, this becomes the clarion call for the country, and we remember her courage, remember how she fought back, and make that the reason why each one of us will look into ourselves, analyze, reflect, see how we have been culpable, wittingly or unwittingly, and not rest till we change it from within our mindsets, a mindset of a patriarchal society that thinks violence against women is acceptable.
You know, we've actually refused to use the word victim about her. Unlike, other sections of the media, we've always said that she was a survivor. And that's how you want to remember her, don't you? As a hero, as someone who was so courageous and so brave, despite everything, despite the kind of injuries she suffered, the trauma she suffered. She was a fighter right till the end. You don't want to remember her as a victim, ever.
Absolutely, absolutely. She is the hero. She is the glue that has brought the country's youth forward. She is the glue that is bringing each segment of our society to say, this must end. We cannot allow this to continue. We cannot call ourselves a civilized society if after raising the hue and cry, we all go back to business as normal.
Do you believe that it can be business as normal? Do you believe it's like we were talking with Jessica here, who's been part of the protests here, that this is really a genuine awakening about issues that deal with violence against women, that this time there's no turning back?
I do hope so. I do hope that that will happen. But I am cynical because I have seen outrage and I have seen anger. And every time I've hoped that this will be the clarion call, and it isn't. Because the kind of effort that is needed, the kind of persistence that is needed to bring things to a logical end, the kind of pressure that is needed is a full-time job. Everybody is busy leading their lives. We cannot be making this as a gesture that we do and carry on with our lives. So it's a very difficult challenge. It's not for us to pay homilies at the moment and say, yes, it will all turn out. It really will not happen until the kind of soul searching that I'm talking about doesn't happen from deep within our society at every level. Because we have to understand that it is the mindset that is ingrained in us that gives approval for violence against women from the time she is in the fetus, from the abortions that happen, from female feticide, from unequal access to nutrition, to education, to health, to employment, not being able to make decisions about herself, to dowry debts, to violence, to domestic violence, and to rape.
You're talking, about a really long and difficult path ahead and a long-term solution when it comes to mindsets. When you look at the short term, though, and the steps that the government has announced, like a database for rapists to name and shame them, like the setting up of this commission to look at better rape laws, stronger rape laws within a month, do you think those steps go far enough?
We've looked at commissions, and we've in fact come to the conclusion that if you don't want to do anything on an issue, then set up a commission of inquiry, because then it will lie somewhere in the dustbins, which has happened with commission after commission. One of the suggestions that has been made, and I think it's a very important one, is that we should demand a social audit of the police from an independent body, not from within the police themselves, like you have the CAG, for instance. If we can have an independent commission that looks at police all over the country and makes that answerable to Parliament and to the people, I think that would be a strong step as well.